Excited too, Olaf. This is Arendelle's first Christmas in forever.
The first of many to come.
Good morning, everyone. This is your good old neighbor Nick Cake Spider-Verse and Positive Fan 2001 here. And Merry Christmas Eve to each every one of you. And tonight, I really hope you go to bed early because Santa Claus is coming to town. And so, hey guys, this is going to be my last Christmas movie week, which, honestly guys, I'm part of this film as a purpose sign off for my Christmas movie week. And don't worry, I will do a movie review on the Polar Express for the 20th anniversary for next year. Which, man, can you not believe it's going to be 20 years when the Polar Express came out on November on next year? I really hope they do a celebration of that. The same day with the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, Shrek 2, Mean Girls, and last but not least, The Incredibles, and last but not least, the Spider-Man 2, and last but not least, some movie that came out of 2004, like Saw movie. I hope they do something special for those movies. And once again, this is going to be my last Christmas review week, which I totally apologize you haven't got so many Christmas review week because I was too focused on some video which not a Christmas review week, which is Star Wars month, the Lord of the Rings month, which is all over with, and I am still focused on to do a box of a video about Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, which a part of that video is going to be it's going to be up after this because honestly guys, I won't do too many videos today because I want to save my video for my Christmas spirit for my last, because tomorrow is Christmas Day. Time do go fast, isn't it? Anyway, not just one, we're going to do a 2 double review. Okay, the first movie I'm going to talk about Home Alone. And the second, we're going to end for this video, which is another, we're going to talk about Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, which is the one movie that Rotten Tomatoes hate. Anyway, guys, so today, I am doing a double review on Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Now we'll start off with Home Alone that came out in 1990s. Let's get started, shall we? So, hey guys, I absolutely love this film. No joke. I used to watch this film for, like a million times because this film was on Freeform. But don't worry. I will rewatch this film on Christmas. I will rewatch it on Disney Plus. No. Let's rewatch it on Freeform because rewatching on Freeform is just magical. It's really amazing. So don't worry. I will rewatch Home Alone 1 and 2, and I'll do a review on my Letterboxd. Anyway, what did I think about Home Alone that came out in 1990s? Well, originally it was Die Hard as my favorite Christmas film, but my real Christmas film is this film. I definitely agree with my mom. Honestly, guys, this is my mom's favorite Christmas film, and I can see why. Home Alone is my all-time favorite Christmas movies I have ever seen in my life. And this film is not your typical family film Christmas movies. No, this film, honestly guys, the same thing of a Christmas Story. This film is not a kid's film. Honestly guys, just because it's rated PG, it didn't mean this film is a kid's film. The same thing, honestly guys, the same thing with A Christmas Story. But anyway, this film is definitely not for kids. But honestly, if your kids want to watch it, be my guest, but you have to have your family around to watch it with you because this film has a bunch of trap. No, not the saw trap. No. I'm talking about the booby trap. The booby trap. Yeah, honestly, got the booby trap when Kevin sends some trap with all the two villains in the movie, which is pretty hilarious. Anyway, I don't have any flaws about this film, and this film is this film is way better than Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, Home Alone 5, and last but not least, Home Sweet Home Alone. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that movie. Anyway, Honestly, guys, with no further ado, let's talk about how good this film is and how masterpiece this film is. The story is really original. The character is really lovable. Like Kevin is a very funny character, and his iconic scream, OMG. That is an iconic scene for Home Alone. For the Home Alone franchise. And the villain, I actually like the villain. The villain is so hilarious, and the booby trap scene is my favorite part of the movie. Because honestly, what is the most painful booby trap? Like the one villain have his hat on fire with the flamethrower. OMG, that gotta hurt. And here's the iron, which the other villain have an iron in his face. Oh boy, that is shock. Oh my goodness, that is painful. And the last not least, which is none than all the villain step on the car when they fall down, and you see Kevin say, "You want some more? You want some more?" Oh my goodness, that line is so funny. And Kevin's mother, honestly guys, that is the same actress that she's going to be in that movie called Argyle from the director who brought you The Kingsman, which, yeah, seen a actress that she was in Home Alone years ago, and now she's going to be a really PG-13 action film. I really hope that movie called Argyle will be like rated R, but doing two got a cat in the movie, which that is poor. Honestly, guys, there is no excuse, because honestly, back in 2016, you made a rated R cat movie, and all of a sudden you want to make a PG-13 just because you have a cat, and just because you have the actress that she was in Gwen Stacy from Spider-Man 3, which is my worst performance by Howard, because she did terrible as Gwen Stacy. Anyway, let's not talk about her. Let's talk about Home Alone. Anyway, and the cinematography, I absolutely love the cinematography and the score. The score, John Williams, he is such a legend. I like John Williams. John Williams, he is such a legend. He's my man. Anyway, and the climax is very awesome, because the climax is all about the older guys say Kevin by the villain before the villain do something with Kevin. And great job for the older guy. And in the ending was a very charming ending when you see Kevin looking at the older man. The older man was was really proud that Kevin saved his house from the villain. After so I'm touching back with saying. So you guys, after the villain trying to do something with Kevin, right the villain in the way, and thank goodness that the older man to save the Home Alone. So great job for him, shout out for him. And anyway, at first Kevin was completely scared of the older man, but in the ending was a very charming ending. And when you see Kevin hugging his mother, at first he did not like his mother because all the family didn't care about Kevin. Okay, that's the main reason why that Troll Band Together fans that one didn't like this film. It's because I'll probably say, "Oh, this film is a mean spirit." Every freaking movie had mean spirit. What kind of Home Alone movie do you expect? You want some happy? You want fun? Go watch Troll Holiday. Freaking idiot. Yeah, honestly, that is the main reason why that Troll Band Together fans 2001 has some poor taste of movies. The same thing with Frozen Thing Studio. So overall, guys, Home Alone 1990 is such a classic and such a really masterpiece film with an original story, likable characters, and yeah, sure, this film can be mean-spirited, but at least they did it the right way than Chicken Little and the Lego Ninjago movie, which I want to watch Home Alone better than watching Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, Home Alone 5, and definitely watching then Home Sweet Home Alone. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that movie. You honestly got the actor from Jojo Rabbit? What the heck are you doing in that movie? You better be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, I'm giving Home Alone 1990s a 10 out of 10. It's an epic, brilliant masterpiece, and I'm giving this booby trap movie a seal of Nick Kick awesomeness. So, you guys, that was my movie review on Home Alone. Now we're started off to the sequel from the follow-up who bought you with the first film, which is none other than Home Alone 2, Boston, New York. So, what did I think about Home Alone 2, Boston, New York? This film is, honestly, even this film is not as good as the first film, but I do enjoy it anyway, because this is honestly one of my favorite Christmas movie sequel I have ever seen in my life because this film is a fantastic follow-up to the first film. Because honestly, guys, we have everything. We have everything what Home Alone made special. Do we have some likable character? Check. Do we have some original story? Take place in New York? Check. Does this film have a beautiful cinematography? Check. Does this film have honestly does this film has some Donald Trump cameo? Definitely check. But even I did not like this guy, but his cameo was quite funny, honestly. And anyway, I absolutely love Home Alone 2 Once in New York. And yeah, sure, this film is not as good as the first film because the first film was a really iconic masterpiece. But this film is even iconic masterpiece, just like in the first film. And sorry, guys. Anyway, guys, I don't have any flaws about this film. The same thing with the first film. Let's talk about how good this film is. Like, the story is really good because, honestly, guys, that is such a awesome concept. I'm sorry, excuse me. So you guys, this film have one of the most awesome concept for a Home Alone movie because not just take place in Kevin's house. This film take place in New York. And to be honest, I like movie featuring New York. And no people, I do not like the film. I'm sorry, no. No, I do not like the movie that take place in New York, like No Woman North and Friday the 13th. No, those two films did it a wrong way. Honestly, guys, this is honestly, this film is my second favorite New York movie because my favorite New York movie has to be Scream 6 and Scream 7. Yeah, it's gonna get canceled because after I heard the director of the Scream 5 and 6 just rep the project, yeah, it's gonna get canceled. Anyway, honestly, guys, enough further ado, let's talk about how good this film is and how masterpiece this film is. The story is really good. The character is really lovable, like Kevin himself. He's a really hilarious character. And I'll get the one scene about the about the gun scene in a minute. OMG. Anyway, and the villain is really good. It's really good. Honestly, guys, he's even as good as the villain in the first film. And yeah, sure, it's the same Boogers. And honestly, guys, the Boogers is a really awesome villain in the Booby Trap. OMG. I do remember every single Booby Trap. Honestly, guys, like the scene when Kevin throwing bricks of the one villain. And the one other villain say, "We're not gonna hurt you." And Kevin saying, "Oh, you promise?" And the other villain said, "Pinky promise." And all the guy did Kevin didn't accept it? Nope. He threw a brick in the villain. OMG, that is so funny. And anyway, and honestly, guys, there was a scene when the one villain got executed by the saint. OMG. And there was a one villain that got a white powder and blue paint. OMG, that gotta be painful. And you honestly, that scene was trying to set up to the one scene that got executed by the cover of white powder and blue paint. Anyway, in this film has some sexual joke. Yep, sexual joke in a really PG film. Honestly, you know why I'm saying that. Honestly, there was a scene when Kevin stared at that woman, and all of a sudden, oh my goodness, OMG, and all of a sudden the villain was having a crush of the unknown girl, which I do admit, that one, honestly, that unknown girl looks pretty attractive. It's honestly, honestly guys, she's honestly one of my second favorite character in Home Alone 2 because she is so beautiful and she is so attractive. Because honestly, I do understand why the villain was having a crush on her because honestly, I do agree with him because the unknown girl from New York, so attractive. Anyway, honestly, guys, there was a scene when Kevin was smacking the unknown girl butt, and all of a sudden she turned around, and oh my goodness, and she thought she thought that there was a villain doing that, and all of a sudden, the unknown girl just seriously smacked the villain. OMG, that is the most hilarious scene in the Home Alone 2. But that's not the only funny scene. And now let's get to one of the everyone's favorite moment in the history of Home Alone 2. There was a scene, I'm not joking, there was a scene when Kevin turned on the television and all of a sudden the guy with the gun was shooting, and all of a sudden all the passengers and all the employees and all the managers was really thought that it was Kevin, and all of a sudden and the one guy say, "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year." OMG. I take that back what I just said about the unknown girl was slap the crap out of slap the crap out of the villain. But that scene when the guy say "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal," that is honestly one of my favorite scenes in Home Alone 2, because that scene is so freaking funny, so funny as heck. And the climax, I really enjoy the climax. The climax is as good as the climax in the first film, because the climax do have some reference to the first film, and also, honestly guys, let's take a look at the first film. The first film, the climax is always, all of a sudden the villain was trying to do something to Kevin, before the family gets there, and the older guy just saved the day. Look at Home Alone 2. The villain was trying to do something to Kevin because he was so in trouble because he was traveling in New York while mistaking, which that was his mistake. That was his mistake. And honestly, I kind of sound like a guy from Pico 6, so that was his mistake. And so yeah, honestly guys, we're not talking about Pico 6, we're talking about Home Alone 2, darn it. Anyway, honestly guys, it's just like Home Alone 1. Honestly guys, the villain was trying to do something to Kevin, and all of a sudden the older lady with the bird feeder, honestly guys, just pull the bird feeders, and have her bird was tagging the villain. The same thing with the older guy. Shout out to the older woman. The older woman just saved the day. And the ending. Don't let me get started of the ending. The ending is so funny. Anyway, guys, there was an ending when Kevin see his mom once again. They're just like the first film when he hugged. Honestly, guys, this film did the same thing, but it takes place in New York. Anyway, guys, and Christmas morning, there was getting ready to open the present, and all of a sudden the doorbell, and all of a sudden the employee was giving the check, and guess what Kevin did? Hold on a minute, let me look it up real quick, and I've decided this review is long ago. Anyway, alright, hold on a minute, guys, hold on a minute. God darn it, ad. Come on, man. Alright, there was a scene when the employee gave Kevin's brother a check. And when you look at the check, you don't want to know what Kevin spend all that snack he's in. He spent $967.43. No. That's wrong. Anyway, he spent $967.43. Do you hear me? He spent all that snack for $967.43. And I got it. And honestly, guys, I understand that the one Kevin's brother say Kevin, OMG, it's kind of remind me of the honestly guys, it's kind of remind me of the character from Alvin and the Chipmunk. All of a sudden, Alvin was trying to do something bad, and all of a sudden, the human, that the guy say Alvin. But this film was Kevin, OMG. Kevin, why would you spend your snack for $967.43? So freaking funny. So overall, guys, Home Alone 2, Once in New York is just as good as the first film. And yes, sure, this film is not as good as the first film, but this film is a really fantastic setup for New York. And sorry guys, this film have everything that you would remember to a Home Alone movie, like the original story, likable character, an awesome booby trap, a funniest moment, and honestly guys, and Kevin was a really likable character, and the mother, once again, she was a really fantastic mother, and honestly guys, the same thing that she's going to be in the movie called Argyle, which is coming out next year, which, man, can you not believe that 2023 is coming out? It's coming to an end way too early. We are living in a different dimension. And sorry guys, I'm giving Home Alone 2, Once in New York, just like in the first film, a 10 out of 10. It's an epic, brilliant masterpiece, and I'm giving this New York movie a seal of Nick awesomeness. Honestly guys, and honestly, even Scream 6 is my favorite movie take place in New York, but this film is in a close second, and this film is way better than No Woman North and Friday the 13th, because those two films has some terrible film that take place in New York. Why would you do that? So guys, that was my double feature review on Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. And sorry guys, and tell me about your opinion on those two Home Alone movies on the comment section below. And I am definitely not showing my mom to Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, Home Alone 5, or even Home Sweet Home Alone, because those two Home Alone movies have no magic as Home Alone 1 and 2. And number 2, they are childhood ruin, which I don't even use that term. And honestly, I forgot to mention John Williams score. Once again, John Williams score, fantastic. So guys, that was my double feature review on Home Alone 1 and 2. Tell me about your opinion on those two Home Alone movies on the comment section below. And honestly, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of this booby trap video next year, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, turn notification, and share the video with your whole family. Guys, this is it. The end of Christmas review week. I'm very sorry. This has been one of the lacking year for Christmas review week. But let's hope next year will be even better for Christmas review week, because honestly guys, I'm just saving my rant for Santa Claus 3, The Escape from Claus. Which honestly guys, I freaking hate that movie. That film was freaking terrible. Anyway guys, and stay tuned for my top 10 best and worst Christmas film until tomorrow, because stay tuned for my top 10 best and worst Christmas film. And don't worry, I will put What a Crapper on the worst Christmas movie, because number 1, it takes place in Christmas, because who in the right mind want to watch What a Crapper as a Christmas film? Like, come on, this film is really PG-13. Honestly guys, do you honestly think that your family will enjoy that film? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, and What a Crapper and Meet the Parent are not a family film, because there has some sexual joke in it, to be honest. Sorry guys, and honestly guys, the same thing with A Christmas Story and Home Alone. This film was kind of not like a kid's movie, because there was a scene, when Kevin was smacking the unknown girl butt. Oh my goodness, that scene, you should not show your kids that. Why would you do that? Anyway, and honestly guys, I cannot believe that I got away from that. Well, they came out in the 90s, so what do you expect? Anyway, guys, subscribe, comment, share the video with your family. And after breakfast, stay tuned for my video about a box office video of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. And tonight, I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. Anyway, and on December 26th, stay tuned for my movie review on Thanksgiving, directed by Ewa, and starting Patrick Dimension as the twist villain, which, yeah, I spoiled it. Honestly, guys, I am very sorry. I have some problems these days. Sorry, guys. Subscribe, comment, share the video with your family, and I really hope Elsa will give me a white Christmas. I do not want to see rain on Christmas. Like, seriously, that is not Christmas. That is Christmas in a nutshell, man. And sorry, guys, and even if it's not snowing, but hey, at least I got some present. At least I got my food in my tummy, roof on my head. My family members always here for me. And I am going to the Christmas party, because you're getting 2 videos today. You won't get too many videos, because tonight I'm going to bed early, because Santa Claus is coming to town. So, yeah. And people, do not tell me Santa Claus is not real. Please do not tell me that, or else it's going to be game over. Game on. Because I do not put up with that. Do you honestly think I will have audacity to tell the kids Santa Claus is not real? Of course Santa Claus is real. You think I am stupid? And honestly, guys, just because you just find out that your family eat the cookie, the family open the present. No, open the present. Wrapping present. Honestly, guys, that didn't mean they're lying. They are telling the truth. Santa Claus is real. Not real. Santa Claus is real. Santa Claus is real. Yeah, I do not put off when people say Santa Claus is not real. Or you think, guys, to be honest, do you understand I was born yesterday? I was not born yesterday. Santa Claus is real. I'm not stupid. Anyway, have a great morning, everyone. And I see you guys next time. And stay tuned for another video about the box office of Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. After that, after I just find out on this morning box office, it's not looking good for Aquaman 2. Anyway, honestly, have a great day, everyone. And I see you guys next time. And have a good Christmas Eve. And be good. Because you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Boom. Anyway, goodbye. See you guys next time.